Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am Julia, and I am very glad that you have looked at my channel again. Today, we're going to dive into an exciting topic: twin flames versus soulmates. Have you ever been curious about how these two types of spiritual connections are different? Well, that's exactly what we're going to explore today. Whether you're here looking for some clarity or just out of curiosity, you're in the right place. Let's get started and uncover the truths behind twin flames and soulmates. These concepts often come up in spiritual discussions, but they're frequently misunderstood. Before we jump in, just a quick reminder: if you're enjoying the content, please hit the like button and subscribe. Your support helps us keep creating valuable content on topics like this one. And, of course, we'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences, so don't hesitate to share them in the comments below. Now, let's get into the big question. What's the difference between a twin flame and a soulmate? To put it simply, soulmates are two separate souls in two different bodies, while twin flames are essentially one soul split into two bodies. You may have many soulmates, but you only have one twin flame. Let's take a closer look at what makes these connections so special and unique. A lot of us have experienced deep, meaningful connections, but there's often more going on than we can express. Our goal today is to help you better understand these connections and give you some clarity. Whether you're highly spiritual or just starting to explore these concepts, there's something here for everyone. Also, keep in mind that everyone's experience with these connections is unique. People from all walks of life interpret and feel these connections in different ways, shaped by their own beliefs and experiences. Some might feel an intense connection with their soulmates, while others feel a stronger resonance with their twin flame. There's no right or wrong way to experience these bonds. Both paths offer valuable lessons and beauty. As we dig deeper into these spiritual connections, let's keep an open mind and appreciate the various ways they show up in our lives. Let's start by examining the concept of twin flames. This one can be a bit tricky, but stick with me. At your core, you are a soul. This isn't about your body, your personality, or your thoughts. It's about your pure essence, your soul. Here's where things get intriguing. Twin flames are two manifestations of that same soul. They're not halves of a whole, as some people mistakenly think. Each twin flame is a complete, independent soul, but they share an unbreakable bond that transcends the physical realm. Imagine going through life and then meeting someone who seems to reflect your innermost thoughts, feelings, and spiritual journey. It's almost as if you're communicating telepathically, but on a much deeper level. They mirror your soul's energy and vibration. That's the twin flame connection. So, how does all of this work on a deeper level? Let's break it down. On a spiritual level, you and your twin flame are one soul, two bodies. However, on an energetic level, you each embody distinct qualities, like the divine masculine and divine feminine, which are often opposites. Physically, you and your twin flame might lead completely different lives, yet there's this magnetic force pulling you toward each other. When you recognize your twin flame, it's a profound, almost surreal moment. It's like looking in a mirror and seeing not just your reflection, but the very essence of your soul staring back. This recognition doesn't just happen on a physical or emotional level. It's a deep, soul-level realization that you and this person are truly one and the same. The twin flame journey is not just a theoretical idea, it's a powerful, transformative experience that can change your life. It's about realizing that your soul is already whole, and that wholeness is reflected in your twin flame. The journey isn't about finding your other half. It's about understanding that you've always been complete. If you're intrigued by this, I have another video on the channel that dives deeper into this subject: one soul, two bodies, and the twin flame journey. Now, let's turn our focus to soulmates. Unlike twin flames, soulmates aren't two halves of one soul. Rather, they are individual souls that resonate deeply with each other on a spiritual level. It's like meeting someone and instantly feeling like you've known them forever, as if your souls recognize one another. This bond isn't about being identical. It's about resonance, a shared energy that connects you in a meaningful way. Soulmates can come into your life in many different forms. They can be friends, family members, or romantic partners. The key to a soulmate connection is not just physical attraction or shared hobbies, though those can be present. It's about a deeper spiritual alignment where your energies feel naturally in sync. You may share similar values, life experiences, or even a sense of shared destiny. The connection goes beyond the physical and emotional. It's an energetic bond that's deeply felt. That being said, soulmate relationships aren't always flawless. Like any deep connection, they come with their own challenges and opportunities for growth. But at their core, soulmates offer a sense of understanding, belonging, and harmony that can withstand time and trials. So, why do we form these bonds with soulmates? It's because our souls vibrate at frequencies that align with one another. Every soul has its unique frequency, and when you meet a soulmate, it's as though these frequencies sync up, creating a powerful bond that's hard to explain but impossible to deny. It's not about being the same. It's about complementing each other in ways that enrich both lives. However, here's an important point. Soulmates don't only bring the good stuff. Sometimes they're the ones who challenge us the most, pushing us to confront our deepest fears, grow, and learn tough lessons about love and life. That's part of what makes soulmate connections so meaningful. They help us evolve into better versions of ourselves. To sum it up, soulmates are all about spiritual resonance and connection. They're people who understand you on a profound, soul-deep level, someone who just gets you. The connection transcends the physical realm and taps into the energetic and spiritual dimensions. While the journey with a soulmate might not always be easy, it's always transformative and significant. Now, let's dig into the main difference between twin flames and soulmates, the aspect that really sets them apart. This is where things get interesting. Let's start by revisiting twin flames. As we've mentioned, twin flames are one soul in two bodies. Imagine walking through life and suddenly meeting someone who mirrors you so deeply that it feels like an energetic explosion. It's not just about shared traits. It's about sharing a soul frequency. This connection often brings intense experiences and challenges, such as the runner-chaser dynamic or the dark night of the soul. The twin flame journey is deeply transformative and can lead to spiritual awakening, but it's also intense and often tumultuous. What makes twin flames unique is that their connection is unbreakable. No matter where you are in the world, no matter how different your lives may be, the bond between twin flames remains strong. It's not about physical similarities, but about an energetic connection that transcends time and space. Twin flames trigger each other in profound ways, often pushing one another toward spiritual growth in ways no one else could. Now, let's look at soulmates. These are independent souls that still resonate deeply with one another, but the connection is based more on spiritual harmony than soul-level mirroring. When you meet a soulmate, it often feels like you've found someone who's truly home, sometimes even leading to feelings of déjà vu or love at first sight. Soulmates can come into your life in various forms: friends, family, or romantic partners. The connection is built on mutual understanding, shared values, and spiritual alignment, but it tends to be less energetically intense than the twin flame bond. Soulmate relationships are typically more nurturing and harmonious. They still encourage growth, but it tends to be more gradual, without the extreme highs and lows that characterize twin flame connections. There's a sense of support and companionship, making it easier to navigate life's challenges together. While soulmates can challenge you, the overall experience tends to be less turbulent than the twin flame journey. To summarize, twin flames are all about a profound, transformative connection at the soul level, while soulmates are more about spiritual resonance and companionship. Soulmates provide growth, understanding, and support, but the bond is generally less overwhelming than the twin flame connection. Thanks for tuning in. We'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more insightful content like this. Meeting your twin flame can feel like encountering your true self. It's a profound, intense experience that can completely alter your sense of reality. The connection is powerful, demanding, and often filled with ups and downs, but it's also a unique opportunity for significant personal growth. On the other hand, encountering a soulmate feels more like finding someone who deeply aligns with you in a comforting, harmonious way. This bond is nurturing and supportive, bringing additional layers of happiness to your life. Ultimately, twin flames and soulmates serve different roles in our lives, impacting us in accordance with where we are on our journey and where we are headed. Both types of relationships offer lessons that guide us through life, love, spirituality, and self-discovery. Let's delve into how the physical and metaphysical dimensions shape the dynamics of twin flame and soulmate connections. When we speak of the physical, we refer to the tangible aspects: appearance, chemistry, and those subtle traits that make someone uniquely them. However, when it comes to twin flames and soulmates, these physical characteristics take on a deeper significance. In soulmate relationships, the physical aspects often hold great importance. The initial attraction, the way someone moves, speaks, or even looks, these can spark an instant connection. It's about the chemistry, the butterflies you feel when someone feels right, in a very real, physical way. But the connection goes beyond the physical. The unseen, energetic bond is just as crucial. This metaphysical connection is grounded in shared values, spiritual resonance, and emotional compatibility, which draws soulmates toward each other. This deeper connection is felt as a profound sense of unity, even if you can't quite explain why. With twin flames, though, physical attraction often doesn't take center stage. While there might be an attraction and perhaps astrological compatibility, it's not the physical pull that defines the relationship. What truly draws you to your twin flame is something far deeper, a shared soul energy. Twin flame connections are defined by a resonance that transcends the usual markers of compatibility. The bond between twin flames goes beyond both physical and metaphysical traits. Despite any apparent external differences, twin flames are essentially two halves of the same soul. What makes twin flame relationships particularly fascinating is their predictable journey. These relationships unfold in distinct phases, typically beginning with an initial recognition, followed by a honeymoon phase that can last anywhere from a few weeks to a few months. After this initial bliss, however, comes the dark night of the soul, a challenging period filled with emotional turbulence and confusion, which can last for months. Following this phase, the runner-chaser dynamic begins, where one twin flame, often embodying masculine energy, retreats, while the other, typically embodying feminine energy, pursues. This cycle is not just physical, it's deeply energetic. The pattern continues, with the emotional intensity of the dark night of the soul resurfacing repeatedly until both individuals consciously break the cycle. The path to union in a twin flame relationship is one of profound transformation, requiring personal and spiritual growth. It's a process of releasing negative energies, fear-based patterns, and realigning with love. As you evolve internally, your outer reality starts to shift, not just in relation to your twin flame, but across every aspect of your life. In contrast, soulmate relationships are built on both physical and metaphysical compatibility, forming a foundation of attraction and harmony. For twin flames, however, it is the soul connection that takes precedence, surpassing the usual markers of attraction and unfolding in a predictable and consistent way. Let's take a deeper look at the nature of twin flames. If you're on this path, or suspect you might be, you know how intense and life-changing it can be. The twin flame journey is essentially a spiritual awakening. It transcends romance. It's about discovering your true essence through another person. This realization can be overwhelming, beautiful, and challenging all at once. The journey often begins with soul recognition, a powerful moment when you meet your twin flame and feel an immediate, deep connection. Even if you've just met, it feels as though you've known each other for lifetimes. This recognition brings in the honeymoon phase, where everything feels perfect and you revel in the joy of meeting your other half. But as with all things, this blissful phase doesn't last forever. Eventually, the dark night of the soul sets in, a time when the intense bond with your twin flame brings up deep-seated fears, insecurities, and unresolved emotions. It's a tumultuous period, often painful and confusing, that propels you towards spiritual evolution. You're forced to face your inner darkness, challenging you to release fear-based thinking and embrace a mindset rooted in love. This phase encourages you to embrace concepts such as abundance, freedom, and eternity, ideas that resonate with the truth of your soul. The twin flame journey is not about changing or fixing yourself or your twin flame. It's about realizing that you are already whole. The process is about returning to your core essence, understanding that your happiness and sense of self cannot be anchored in another person, not even your twin flame. It's about aligning with your soul's energy and trusting the flow of life. Meditation and mindfulness play crucial roles in this process. They help you tune into your soul's frequency, guiding you toward inner peace and balance. If you're wondering about your future with your twin flame, remember, nothing needs to be forced. Let the connection unfold naturally. Even if obstacles like age differences or societal challenges arise, your highest good will lead you to your twin flame. However, depending on your personal growth, a soulmate connection might be more appropriate at different points in your journey. Ultimately, the choice is yours. You hold the power to choose your path. The key is to embrace love, freedom, and peace. Neither a twin flame or soulmate relationship is inherently easier or harder, right or wrong. They are simply two different paths, and it's up to you to decide which one resonates most with where you are in life. Always remember, the greatest gift you can give yourself is finding peace within. When you discover this inner peace, everything else becomes clearer. So, if you're on the twin flame journey, remember, it's about more than just another person. It's about awakening to your spiritual truth, about deepening your love for yourself and for others. Though it may be one of the hardest paths you take, it is undoubtedly one of the most rewarding. This is the essence of the twin flame journey: intense, transformative, and ultimately about returning home to your soul. Now, let's shift our focus to soulmates. You've likely heard the term soulmate tossed around, but what does it truly mean? Here's something interesting. You don't have just one soulmate. That's right. There are many soulmates in your life. A soulmate isn't limited to one perfect person. Rather, it refers to a network of souls deeply connected to yours. These individuals form your soul family or soul group. Soulmates are those with whom you've shared past lives, whether they are your family, friends, colleagues, or even strangers you encounter by chance. These souls have a profound bond with you, one that transcends time and space. They understand you in ways that others may not, and they play significant roles in shaping your life's journey. Have you ever met someone and instantly felt a deep connection, as if you've known them forever? That's the work of soulmates. And soulmates aren't just romantic partners. They can be anyone who has a meaningful impact on your life. These are the people who help you grow, sometimes through joy and other times through conflict. All of these interactions are part of your soul's evolution. That feeling of déjà vu you sometimes experience? It's your soul recognizing another member of your soul cluster, even if it's your first meeting in this lifetime. In simpler terms, soulmates are the people who populate your life, your family, friends, colleagues, and even those you might not always get along with. They are the ones who challenge and support you, contributing to your growth in both large and small ways. Now, the twin flame connection is an entirely different story. You and your twin flame are not two separate souls, but rather one soul split into two bodies. It's not just about a deep connection. It's about embodying the same soul in two distinct forms. And now, let's dig deeper into the concept of soulmates, as we've only begun to explore its full depth. Let's dive into the topic of high-level soulmates. While this concept can be quite complex, it's essential to understand, especially if you're on a twin flame journey or experiencing a deeply meaningful connection with someone. To begin, let's break down what high-level soulmates truly represent. Imagine the most profound, intense bond you could ever share with another person. That's the essence of a high-level soulmate. It's a relationship where everything fits perfectly, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and even physically. These are the types of connections that are often called destined or meant to be. Being with a high-level soulmate feels balanced, complete, and in perfect harmony. It's the kind of bond that many refer to when they speak about finding the one. Now, let's shift our focus to twin flames. It's important to understand that twin flames aren't about how well you get along on the surface or whether you share outward compatibility. They are about something far deeper, an internal union. Twin flames are actually two separate physical beings who share one soul. The twin flame journey involves moving from seeing yourself as just an ego-based, physical entity to recognizing your true essence as a soul having a human experience. It's about connecting with love as your guiding energy and recognizing that unity within both yourself and your twin flame. Your twin flame is essentially your mirror image. They are you in another body because you share the same soul. As twin flames awaken, something intriguing can happen. A false twin flame may appear, but in reality, this is just a high-level soulmate. This can occur during your awakening because of the surge in spiritual energy. As your soul expands and your vibrational frequency intensifies, it activates your soul cluster, bringing other high-level soulmates into your orbit. These soulmates may appear to be perfect matches, which can create a lot of confusion. You may wonder if this is your true twin flame or simply another intense, powerful connection. The key is to trust your heart. Your real twin flame is the one who moves you deeply in ways that are beyond reason or logic. It's a bond that transcends simple compatibility. The twin flame connection isn't about finding someone who complements you. It's about recognizing your own essence reflected in another person. While high-level soulmates resonate with you on a deep level, a twin flame is you, expressed in another form. Both of these relationships, whether with a soulmate or twin flame, are deeply personal. They're not just about finding love and understanding in another person, but about connecting to the greater universe and ultimately your own soul. Before we conclude, let me leave you with one final thought. If this video has resonated with you in any way, whether it sparked new inspiration, given you clarity, or raised questions, I would love to hear from you. Please share your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. If you found this content valuable, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell. Your support helps us continue to bring these meaningful discussions to the community. Now, let's tie everything together. We started by discussing the difference between twin flames and soulmates. Here's the simple truth. Soulmates are unique, deeply connected souls who create meaningful, powerful bonds with one another. Twin flames, however, are an entirely different phenomenon. they are two separate physical beings, but one soul. We've all heard about these intense connections, and many of us have experienced them firsthand. But today, we explored more than just the definitions. We delved into what makes these relationships so transformative and extraordinary. It's not just about finding someone special. It's about seeing pieces of yourself reflected back to you, whether through the mirror of your twin flame or the resonance of a soulmate. Remember, these connections go far beyond romantic or friendly ties. They are profound paths of self-discovery and personal growth. I bid you farewell, my dear viewers. See you soon.